Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year and welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again for an AFC North battle in the 33rd matchup between Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh. If the Ravens win out for the remainder of the season, they win the AFC North, but for Mike Tomlin, his Pittsburgh Steelers trying their best to keep his NFL record streak of no losing seasons to begin their coaching career alive, all while still keeping their playoff hopes afloat. As the Jets were eliminated, Miami lost to New England, and now they simply have to win out with a little bit more extra help to qualify for the postseason again. Unfortunately for the Ravens, Lamar Jackson is still out with an injury. They average 28 points per game when he's in the game, but only 18 when he's not. Who wins tonight in your 2022 NFL Week 17 Sunday Night Football game? Highlight commentary. And for the Steelers, here comes Kenny Pickett, making the second most starts for a Steelers quarterback as a rookie since Ben Roethlisberger. And after a brutal start to his career through the first 5 games, he's been on point since the bye week. Opening drive, handoff to Derek Watt, picks up the first down to keep the opening drive alive. 3 plays later, Pittsburgh still on the move. Pickett looking over the middle. He's got Jalen Warren, takes it inside Ravens territory. 2 plays later, the Pittsburgh Nugget gets the jet sweep. Picks up a huge gain for Pittsburgh, brings them in field goal range. Then the last of the Killer Bees, Chris Boswell, puts it in from 21 yards out to give the Steelers a 3-0 lead. Baltimore set to take the field in at quarterback.
Johnny Tyler!
Hundley making his 8th start of his career. Second play of the drive.
Johnny Tyler!
Looking towards his left, got Mark Andrews for the first down. 2 plays later, he defied Wyatt Earp on the move.
Johnny Tyler!
Would use his legs and take it across the 45. Now in Pittsburgh territory.
Johnny Tyler!
Would connect with Demarcus Robinson to bring the Ravens inside field goal range. Well, technically for Justin Tucker, field goal range is essentially anywhere. Nevertheless, tie game at 3 apiece. Watch out for that banana.
Mamma mia! Stand back!
I wonder if Najee didn't turn back, would Pickett have gotten lit up while laying on the ground? Pittsburgh would be forced to punt. Ensuing drive.
Where do you think you're going?
I stopped short.
Quick 3 and out for Baltimore. Steelers get the football back in auspicious field positioning. Pickett looking over the middle. He's got Pat Freiermuth, puts them inside Boswell territory. And now the last Killer Bee from 48 yards out. Did he just doink it?
Yes, he did.
Since when did Chris Boswell want to become Cody Pocky? Following the doinked field goal, Baltimore looking to take advantage. 1st and 15, handoff to J.K. Dobbins, takes it inside Steelers territory. Then a few plays later, with under a minute left to go in the half,
Johnny Tyler!
connects with Mark Andrews inside the 20. Now on 3rd and 16, handoff to Dobbins. Couple blockers out in front, but he'd failed to pick up the first down. They're going to have to settle for a field goal.
Get your fucking hands off me!
Get your hands off of me.
You get your fucking hands off me.
Get your hand out of my pocket! Foul! Foul!
There's laundry on the field.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. Number 97. He kept laying on top of Baltimore players. That's an automatic first down.
It appears that Cameron Hayward was called for the personal foul for whatever reason. Mans was trying to get up, but he kept using Baltimore players in order to stand. But what the referees didn't see, that homie got pulled on top of them. Judging by the conclusion of the scruffle, he had his hands up. I'm not too sure if he knew what the hell was happening. Now, I'm not too sure what he was doing right here, so there's no denying that he did push another player. But I'm not sure if this all warrants a personal foul. One way or another, it's a first down for Baltimore.
Johnny Tyler!
Hundley would waste little time taking advantage, looking towards his left, got his man in the end zone, touchdown. The Ravens are Isaiah likely to take the lead, and they lead 10-3 going into halftime.
It wasn't my fault. This is bullshit.
Looks like there was almost a light-skinned showdown on the sideline. Wait a minute. I closed out 2022 right, winning over $2,500 on Underdog Fantasy within 5 weeks. I'd love to see you win too.
What are you waiting for? Click the link in my description to download the Underdog Fantasy app right now. And to make matters even better, users will receive a deposit match up to $100 if you use my code. If you put 100 in, they'll give you 100. You put 50, they'll give you 50. You put 20, they'll give you 20. You put 10, they'll give you 10. If that don't sound like a deal, I don't know what is.
Into the second half we go.
Johnny Tyler!
Hundley keeping the familiar connection alive, finding Mark Andrews, who's going to What kind of whack-ass hurdle was that? Nevertheless, you don't need to know how to turn people into Goombas when you're still able to pick up first downs and take it inside Steeler territory, setting up yet another field goal for Justin Tucker. And the NFL opera singer would boot it in from 51 yards out to give the Ravens a double-digit lead. Ensuing drive, 3rd and 14, time for Pittsburgh to start pushing P. Pickett to Pickens for the first down to midfield. Boswell would try a long 51-yard field goal through the uprights to make it a 7-point game once again. Very next play from scrimmage following the field goal handoff to J.K. Dobbins keeps his footing, gonna carry it all the way to the 45. 2 plays later,
Johnny Tyler.
T.J. Watt picks up his 5th sack of the season. Still not sure how the hell he made it to the Pro Bowl over Highsmith. I understand popular names getting into this Pro Bowl because it's a popularity contest, but this is ridiculous. But you can't deny his impact because Pittsburgh's 1-6 without him and 6-2 with him this season.
That's why he's the MVP.
Baltimore would be forced to punt. We'd enter the 4th quarter. Pittsburgh would start this drive at their own 5. Pickett looking towards his right, got his man for the first down. Think fast, jet sweep! Inside Baltimore territory to Warren. 3 plays later, Pickett looking towards his right. He's got Deontay, occasional hands, run backwards. Johnson picks up a huge first down and puts the Pittsburgh Steelers in chip shot field goal range. Chris Boswell would make it a 4-point game on a 33-yard field goal with 9:44 left to play. But on the ensuing kickoff, the Ravens would open up the book of Dragon Ball. Hill would field the football at the 5-yard line, off to the races, carries it along the sideline inside Steelers territory.
Now get your bitch ass on the floor.
But the Ravens would do absolutely nothing with the football. They'd be forced to punt. Ensuing drive, 7:30 left to play.
Where do you think you're going?
Pickett is sacked. The Steelers would do nothing with the football. They'd be forced to punt, but Baltimore goes 3 and out on the other end. And now the stage is set once again in prime time. Kenny Pickett with an opportunity to lead his team to a victory against a Baltimore defense that hasn't given up a touchdown in 15 quarters, the longest streak in NFL history since the Bears in 2005. This time, Pittsburgh starting from their 20, following a first down. Pickett rolling towards his left. Down the field, he's got Pat Freiermuth to move the chains to midfield. Very next play, now at midfield, Pickett takes the snap, going down the field, turn on the PS2. He's got Sims inside the 25. The rookie keeps marching down the field, picks up a first down on the ground with the help of Najee Harris to bring the football to the 12. But the big bad Ravens defense has been here before. Number 1 in the NFL in touchdown percentage since week 8. Does it look like Kenny Pickett gives a fuck? Sends Najee Harris in motion, rolling towards his left, launches it into the end zone. Najee Harris continues to read from the Dreadlocks Bible because he opened up here on Chronicles 13, verse 7. Can't stop, won't stop. The Lord our God has dreadlocks, and the Steelers have the lead in Baltimore with 56 seconds left to play.
I cannot believe it.
What's wild is the fact that he actually had George Pickens wide open over the middle, but he just won in spectacular fashion for this touchdown. Is looking impressive.
Johnny Tyler.
Now feeling the pressure, looking over the middle, dumps it off to Mark Andrews. Evidently gets right back off the ground after not being touched. It's got Butterfingers, fumbles on the play. Pittsburgh wicket! Johnson! Evidently, Mark Andrews gave himself up, so the football would be spotted where he got off the ground. It's still Ravens ball. Now, don't get me wrong. Anybody who knows football knows that he gave himself up. But to the casual fan, doesn't it look as if he just fell in the motion of catching the football? There needs to be some sort of whistle that is blown to signify that he gave himself up, because man's just got off the ground and then he fumbled. Nevertheless, the Ravens would spike it very next play.
Johnny Tyler.
Looking over the middle, got a man.
Yoink.
But he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted by Minka Fitzpatrick, and the Ravens are gonna lose.
Well, shit. What are y'all doing?
For the second consecutive week, Kenny Pickett pulls a clutch drive out of his ass to give the Steelers the lead, and the Pittsburgh secondary seals it with an interception.
He did it again.
Damn. Johnny Tyler.
You stink.
This has not been a good weekend for the Harbaugh brothers. First, Jim Harbaugh's Michigan Wolverines got cooked. Then John Harbaugh's Baltimore Ravens absolutely choked. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are still alive in the playoff hunt as they take down the Baltimore Ravens and tell them to take out their Metro car. and get aboard the L Train.
Get the fuck out of here! What's for dinner? Fresh hot ales!
You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm.
Do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Please! Please!
What are you waiting for, huh? Oh my god.